once again. Today I'll be doing a continuation on the load balancers. Since when I talked about load balancers on the video, check the video on the top right corner. You're going to see the introduction to load balancers. Today I want to talk about AWS load balancers, which is called ELBs for short, Elastic Load Balancers. ELBs are actually used for scaling your applications in terms of distributing traffic to your EC2 instances or your servers that are configured behind it. But AWS load balancers are actually unique because they are made up of three types of load balancers. You have the application load balancer, you have the classic load balancer, and then you have the network load balancer. Let's first of all start with the application load balancer. The application load balancer is actually the load balancer that is designed for applications. What that means, it works around the HTTP layer, which is the layer 7 of the OSI model. So this model is actually that this layer is actually the layer where applications communicate. That means we're talking about REST APIs and SOAP APIs, where they actually use to communicate with applications and transfer data across the network. The application load balancer is very unique in the sense that it can allow you to have more than one certificate for a particular application. So say you have an application that has a domain with .ng and .org and .com, you can actually have 3 or more of those certificates within the application load balancer. Another beautiful thing the application load balancer comes with is actually application routing. So you can do what we call path routing or host routing. So if you want someone to hit a particular endpoint, say /login to route to another service and hit /app to route to another service, the application load balancer has these configurations built in and a whole lot of other beautiful configurations. The next load balancer is the classic load balancer. The classic load balancer is a load balancer that is used for any other classic operation. Basically, it was the first load balancer AWS came up with before the application and the network load balancer. The classic load balancer is basically used for still routing applications to your EC2 instances, but it doesn't really come with any other unique feature. It also has a certificate and functionality where you can attach an AWS ACM certificate to the load balancer. And then the last but not the least here is the NLB, also called the network load balancer. The network load balancer operates more on the layer 4 of the OSI model, which is on the TCP layer. So basically, if you have applications that have to do with VoIP applications, you have applications that have to operate on that TCP layer of networking, then your NLB comes in very handy. And there's a very beautiful, unique feature that comes with the NLB that makes it stand out of the other two load balancers, which is an IP address. Now, basically, your AWS load balancers always comes as a DNS, okay? Right. But for network load balancers, it comes with an IP address, meaning that you can actually give out this IP address to people, and when they hit this application, this network load balancer IP address, they will be able to route those network traffic coming in into the back-end applications or services or EC2 instances that are configured behind it. So these are the three kinds of load balancers that exist within AWS, and they have very unique use cases based on the application you're trying to work with and you're trying to deploy and you're trying to scale. Thank you very much for joining us today on my cloud series. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Instagram to get skits on different things about cloud computing and DevOps. Have a wonderful weekend.